All right, back again. I am live this time here in Oklahoma. Robert Jean, the expert that helps you help change your brain. Neuroplasticity of the mind, how the mind actually creates physical pains, and how you can actually change your body by merely changing your mind. I mean, there's lots of scientific proof proving that the mind has a great ability to heal itself, and it's under the scoffed word called the placebo effect. Of course, when you hear the word placebo, it means fake, oftentimes. But what is it really? What is the placebo? Of course, in my definition, is placebo is the mind's great ability to heal itself in spite of the fake operation or the fake drug. So, what is a placebo? How does the mind actually heal itself? And let's look at how the mind actually makes itself sick. How does the mind actually produce illness? Most of you probably seen some of the testimonials of individuals who have severe physical pains, like Heather McKean's one of them, Tiffany Jiffer's. There's loads and loads of people who have real physical pains, documented pains, and the pains are now gone by merely using Eutaptics, FasterEFT, my system, which is basically a neurological system that actually go in and change the memory and change how the brain actually creates pain. And you can find the power of the mind to heal itself, and science has been proving over and over again, but it's right under their nose and they can't see it. And that's called the placebo effect. Now, what is a placebo effect? Of course, most people think placebo means fake, but is it really fake? So here it is. They've got a real problem, a real pain, a real illness, a real disease, and they're taking a sugar pill or a fake operation and they heal. Is it the sugar pill? Is it the fake operation? And it's a big NO. It's something that's going on inside the brain. It's how the brain actually works. The brain has this great ability to heal itself or to kill itself based on a certain process. This process is which the brain does every day for you. It creates, manifests, attracts, and produces. And you can ask yourself, where are my keys? What time is it? Um, where do I need to go? And the brain answers the questions at a level beyond your awareness. And so the very first person I ever worked on was my ex-wife. Just bought the EFT course using EFT, and this is the long version with the humming and the counting. She's sitting at the end of the bed watching TV, and she had this look on her face of pain. I said, "What's wrong?" She said, "My stomach hurts." I said, "Can I help you with this?" And so I just walked her through, tapped her through the old EFT that you probably don't even see very much with the humming and the counting and rolling of the eyes, etc. And the pain went away. But the biggest pain that I helped somebody change was with Hillary. Now, Hillary, I was at Shannon's house and I was doing massage at that time. And Hillary she had pain in her back. And I said, "Well, how'd you hurt yourself?" About 2 years before that, she had an epidural with the birth of her child. And as I walked towards her, she changed her mind about the back pain. She said, "I'd rather work on this event about my mom and my dad." And I stood between them to protect my mother. And of course, the tears were almost there. And I just addressed that with the tapping, and the pain went away. And then she said it didn't bother her. And I said, "Well, let's work on your back pain." And she bends. She goes, "The pain's gone." And so I was puzzled. Why would I deal with that memory and the pain over here disappears? And of course, I wrestled with that night, asking questions, trying to figure out what the cause and how it worked and why it worked. So I called her up the next morning. I said, "Hillary, was your dad at the hospital when you gave birth to your child?" She said, "Yes, that's the first time I saw him in years." So apparently, while she's having these emotions about her father, the epidural, the brain wired these together. Let's say neurons would fire together, wire together. Now this pain of the relationship with her dad is now stored in her back, not consciously, because this is how the unconscious works. I've worked with a lot of people, and with this simpler model, because this is how the brain naturally updates itself. But here's the weird thing is the brain will capture important data, emotions, feelings, and sensations because they have juice, and it'll put it in the background of your mind, and then it will wire it with something else, like an event. Just like when you're feeling loved and someone gives you chocolate, all of a sudden chocolate has love, but it really doesn't. It's because of how the brain will link things together, operate at a deep level, and now produce pain. It's like the guy who had no arm, he lost it, and yet his arm hurts. And it's not because the pain was actually in the arm that isn't there, the pain was actually in the brain, not in the arm. It was in memory. We call it brain pain. And what happens with brain pain, it starts manifesting pain that isn't there, but it feels real to the receiver, which is your consciousness. And so what we do is we go and we start addressing pain. Of course, knowing how the brain works and knowing how to rewire your brain also helps you recreate health, recreate emotions. Now, there's a lot of programs out there. It's going to take you a lot of meditating, a lot of work, but there's simple ways, and you can change a memory in a very short time. There's a woman named Rose Hartgrove. Rose Hartgrove had blood tested, proven lupus in her blood system, and she came to one of my seminars, and she wanted me to do a session with her, and I couldn't. I had too much stuff going on, so I personally hired 2 of my practitioners to give her a session. And of course, they did a session. I told them exactly what to do, where to go, what memories to address. And when Rose rolled out of the session, she said, I started noticing the symptoms of my lupus disappearing. 6 months later, she's in my level 2 in Oklahoma City. And she gets a call from a doctor, and the doctor kept calling her lots of times. She got the message. The message is there's no lupus in your blood system. And she's been tapping on herself and addressing memories. So the brain has an amazing ability to protect itself, and pain is one of those. Pain is saying, I'm trying to keep you safe. It's a red flag waving, stay away, we're trying to protect you. Panic attacks are trying to protect you. The pain has resources, and when you know how to go into your unconsciousness and rewire your brain, you rewire your life, and rewire your health. Neuroplasticity is where your mind actually does know how to change itself. But knowing how to do it in a fast way, and that's what I do. We work with a lot of people. I work with Heather 45 minutes. She worked on herself afterwards. Knowing how to change your life starts with changing your mind. This is what you want. Learn how to change your mind. And as you learn how to change your mind, you'll change your life. So I do have an upcoming seminar in Las Vegas, actually 2 of them, in September of this year. One of them is how to heal your body. Basically, you're going to learn how your mind works, and I'm going to do lots of demos. We'll be bringing people up, and we'll be addressing memories, we'll be addressing the pain, and shifting the mind, creating health in people's lives. Also, we have another seminar. Following that is Heal Your Sexual Self. Now, Heal Your Sexual Self is about addressing your emotional experiences in and around sex, your sexuality, your body, any traumas, any hurts, any fetishes, any issues that you may have that you would like to make peace with, or release some of the stuff in your mind and your body. So it's in September in Las Vegas, and as you well know, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So do come. It'll change your life. I guarantee you. Use what I work. Your life will not be the same. This Robert here, pain is the mind trying to protect yourself. It's a waving flag saying you need to address something inside you. And I'll show you how to do it. You can change memories. You can rewrite your memories. You can rewrite your brain. When your brain wires it together, it stays together until we change it to what you want. Anyway, this Robert Jean here in Oklahoma. Learn how to love yourself, like yourself, be kind to yourself, because what you do up here, you're going to do to other people. So be nice. Talk to you later. Peace.